Hello, everybody. So we're back on Star Rail. I thought I was going to be able to hold out until Luchoa's rerun. Apparently, they skipped him, I think. So I just have to guess that maybe they're holding on to him until the anniversary? There's no doubt that he is going to sell some pulls, for sure. Anyone who doesn't have them, including myself, is going to pull for him as soon as he gets his rerun. That's a lot of waiting. So the reason why I'm interested in Black Swan, I need AoE Wind, because I skipped Blade. She does do a lot of damage over time, even just by herself. But her and Kafka together, who I don't have Kafka, but them together is enough to just nuke enemies. The main reason, the 4-star offerings. I need to max out Tingyun. I need to max out Lil Gui. I need her done. And the new 4-star, he looks okay. I mean, 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 is pretty good. Also on offer is Lune, who I don't have. I don't really know how... I know he's great. But I'm just not interested. So let's do some pulls. Let's just do some pulls, see where it goes, and we'll decide from there. I'd really like to max out Tingyun. All right. Thank you. Gwyneth. All right. Excellent. We do not have a mineral. I have no idea what that does to it. Yeah, that was a good pull. Increases the damage of the wearer's basic attack. Ugh. And skill by 24%. Huh. Well, it is increasing damage instead of just the attack stat. So that's not bad. And it goes up to 96% while your energy is maxed out. A hunt who is going around not ulting. Do we have anyone who does that? Okay. That's a mineral, but we got an Eidolon. So, you know, that's not as mineral as it could have been. So, that's fine. okay. I'm not too excited about that because it's kind of hard to use. You have to use it in a mono element team. But it's fine, you know, like... Oh, that took a while to load in. I was... mineral. Ugh. Gross. Nasty. Yeah, sure, let's go. Alright, new character. So I have all the current 4 stars in the game right now. Nice. Mineral. Nasty. There it is. So, the moment of truth. 50-50. Lil Gui, alright. The game really wants me to max her out. Okay. $50-50. 50-50. 50-50. 50-50. Closing my eyes. It is taking real long to get to the character. 50-50. Okay, there's a character. Do it. Got her. Got her. Okay. Not a mineral. These pulls weren't bad. I did not get a single Tingyun though. I got a lot of Guinevins. But okay. 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 We'll take a look at Guinevin. Okay, brushing teeth. We'll review these in a second. Okay, so that's all the Eidolons I have so far. I'm missing Stackable Fire Kiss and the Ultimate and Talent. Ooh, I really liked that to be the number 3. I would have liked that on the number 3. Instead we get Basic Attack and Skill. She does use a skill a lot. Okay. When her skill is used, that's a 100% base chance to lower their effect resistance by 10% for 2 turns. You should already have enough status effect up that your status effects just work all the time no matter what. But I guess this lowers it for other people. So that would benefit characters who don't actually build status up, but still inflict statuses. Dr. Ratio does that. I don't know. I don't think that one's too useful. I don't know. Now, when it says the attacked target enemy, does that mean the person you're actually targeting, or does it also affect the splash, the ones who are hit adjacent? I don't know. But it is a debuff. And debuffs mean that it buffs up people like Silverwolf. I don't know why you'd put her and Silverwolf on the same team, but Silverwolf does bonus damage depending on how many debuffs are on the enemy if you have the right Eidolon level, which chances are you don't because you don't really need it, but burn multiplier increases by 40%. That's pretty good. And like that, energy regeneration. Yes, we always want energy regeneration on our characters. More energy, more ults. That's just good. And we'll review her as a character. Status effect up, great. Fire damage, great. Break effect. Break chance. Break effect. I would have rather that had been speed or attack, but break effect is fine. You know, like you're gonna be doing breaks. But these two are really great. All right, basic attack. This is good. It's a base chance, not a... What's the other one? Fixed chance? Yeah, it's a base chance, not a fixed chance, which means it benefits from status effect up. And it's equivalent to the skill. So it's not some crappy burn like Asta gets. It's pretty meaty. And then her ult, fire damage to all enemies. Ooh, all enemies, not just splash. Okay, good. If the enemy is currently burned, then it immediately does a percentage of the burn. That's good, especially since our burn got the 40% boost from the Eidolon level. That's good. Fire damage to the single target, and then it's a weak splash. It's only 35%. To adjacent enemies, 100% base chance to burn. Good. And then it just tells you how much the burn actually is. That's not counting the 40% boost, right? So it'd be 207%. That's... When the battle begins, she's advanced 25% immediately. Sure, why not? Well, I can see one case where it's not. If you need... it means you can't really speed tune her. To get like your supports to go first to do their buffs. She kind of just goes first just because. So that's good and bad. And that's at the start of the battle. So that means just once. Activates once, and then for the rest of the fight does not. While she's in the field, a 100% chance, base chance. That means it's improved with the status up. To do Fire Kiss, which does damage amplification, right? Yes. Once I get her maxed out, you see, I don't have her maxed out yet. It'll be a lot better. It only goes up by 0.3%, but it does stack 3 times. And then once she's fully maxed out with the Eidolons, it goes up to 4 stacks. So she good. I think the best free-to-play light cone to put on her is Eyes of the Prey. Just effect hit rate, status up, great, and increases damage over time, great. Now let's look at the new 4-star. Ice Destruction. He's not unique. because there was Jinglu, right? Jingliu? Jinglu? I can't say these names. She's also Ice Destruction. That speed's kind of low. But Destruction's always good. They tend to be like bruiser types. They do damage. They do pretty decent tanking. Like, not great tanking, but pretty decent. And they also have increased target priority on themselves. Slightly. More than the base chance, but less than Preservation. Preservation is the highest targeting chance. Okay, let's go over we'll go over the special things after we go over the base kit. Attack, scales off attack. Okay, so it's not hit points or something. Ult has 3 hits per action. So you activate the ult, hits 3 times. You can... It's like Asta's Meteor, it appears. So you target the first one, and then the rest are random. Yes. Base chance. So you can build effect on him to get AoE freezes that ignore break. That sounds pretty good. 12%'s terrible, though. You need to slap a lot of effect chance on him to get that working. But you could potentially freeze all 5 enemies with a single ult. It says right here, by default. So that means chances are the rest of the kit's going to increase the hits. So you could freeze all 5 enemies. That's good. While frozen, they can't take attack, actions, and then they take additional damage. 10 hits per action. And then it resets once you use it. That's 10. Kind of interesting. Okay, the skill, it's blast, so that means splash damage. Increases the ultimate stacks by 1. Like I said, it goes up to 10, so that means you could get 7 stacks additional. 100%, that's a nice base damage. A single enemy and 40 splash to adjacent. Splash isn't 40%. What's the scaling on it? 4% and 10%. Okay. And then the passive is for every 1 skill point allies consume, the next ultimate delivers 1 extra hit, and you get mana or energy. That is... Huh. That means you don't have to rely on him using his skill over and over and over again. You can actually just get it for free, or in addition to your allies spending their skills. The free energy is nice. So let's take a look. Increases the base chance of the first hit freeze by 80%. So chances are you are going to freeze the first person you hit. You're going to freeze someone. Because it's a base chance, not fixed chance, which means it benefits from the status up. That's good. Gains a crit damage bonus versus frozen. I thought it was going to be just a regular flat damage bonus. That means you have to build critical hit on him. Otherwise, this is worthless. So you need status up, and you need critical damage. And then you also need the regular speed and attack. And then crit. Wait, did I say build crit damage? I meant crit chance. And then what's this do? When using the ultimate, gains effect hit rate by 60%. So maybe you... Well, you still do need to build effect hit rate. Because that's 60% on top of... What's the scaling on the percentage? Only 0.8. And say we can increase by 9. 9 times 8. 7. Oh my god, I feel stupid. Nine times 9 is 81. Because 9 times 10 is 90. So, what, 72? Oh no, I can't think. Well, that'd be 7.2% on top of 12. 19.2%. That then plus 80 on top of that. Right? Oh, 60. That's not even plus 80. That's 60. It's 80% on the first hit. The first hit's gonna freeze, but everything after that's... Let's take a look at the etalons. You can get a maximum of 5 free bonus hits. So you don't have to get all 7 stacks. That helps them out some. It also means sometimes this does absolutely nothing. So each stack is going to have a 24 base chance, which means it is going to scale with effect up. Chance of lowering their defense by only 16%, but it is for 3 turns, so there's that. There's no way it's going to stack. It's something, I guess. Ultimate and basic attack. Increases the damage multiplier for each hit of the ultimate by 6%. I guess. Okay, so at full stacks, that's 10. 10 hits. 10 times 6%, that's going to be 60%. So that's 60% bonus damage total at full stacks. That's not bad. That's pretty good. On single target, that's going to be amazing. Spread out over multiple targets, I think that's going to suffer a lot. Skill and talent up. When using the ultimate, increase zone damage by 30%, lasting until the end of the turn. Skill point refund. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we finally got one that is very good. Skill point refund is busted. If you've ever used Bronya, then you know. E1 Bronya or having her personal light cone, it's so nice. It is so nice to be able to just get skill points back for free. What we didn't look at were defense up, crit rate, he needs it, ice damage, he needs it. Okay, so 2 of the 3 passives are good. Now it's time. I'm sure you guys are waiting. Let's take a review of Black Swan. Wind Nihility. That means she's about debuffs, damage over time. Needed AoE wind, so we got her.
また少し記憶がずれてるわね。
Her basic attack has... Ooh. 30% on the basic attack when the base is supposed to be 50? Ooh. With a 50% base chance of inflicting 1 stack of Arcana. So that's a base chance, scales with effect up. Good. Needs it. Additionally, when attacking a target that suffers from wind shear, bleed, burn, or shock, so any damage over time, there's respectively a 50% base chance of inflicting an extra stack. So that means with her basic attack, she could do 2 stacks. Yes, but only if they're currently affected by damage over time. So that's probably why they cut down the base damage of her attack. Let's go back for a second because we completely ignored this. Using the technique creates a dimension, 15 seconds, and we cut in the dimension are afflicted with Dream Prison. Stop all their actions. Okay. Upon entering battle, enemies affected Dream Prison. Increases the number of hits per action for the next ultimate by 2. That's not great. Yeah, I'm not impressed with that technique. Now we're back. Let's look at the technique. After the technique is used, there's a 150% base chance that each enemy gets a free stack of Arcana. For each successful application, inflicts another stack of Arcana on the same target. This process repeats until Arcana fails. For each successful application, the base chance is equal to 50% of the... Okay, so it gets cut in half each time it works. But it goes until it fails. You are flipping a coin a bunch of times. But you want to know what's even better? Base chance. I've been repeating it on each character so far. It scales with status up. You can max out, if you're lucky enough, you can max out your Arcana stacks before the fight even begins. Speaking of Arcana stacks, let's check out her talent and see what it actually does. Every time they receive a damage over time, there's a 50% base chance to be inflicted with Arcana. While afflicted with Arcana, they receive wind damage over time damage equal to 96% of her attack at the start of each turn, so it's like wind shear. Each stack of Arcana increases it by 4.8% per stack, and then they lose all stacks. 50 times. Only when Arcana causes damage at the start of the turn. Black Swan triggers additional effects based on the number of... okay, so the higher you stack, the more stuff you get. When there are 3 or more Arcana stacks, deals wind damage over time damage equal to 72%. Okay, if there are 3 or more stacks, it becomes a blast. And so it's single target until you have 3 or more, and then it becomes a blast or splash with a base. That is nasty. So with 3 more stacks, it becomes a blast, and whenever it blasts, the splash damage will add stacks to adjacent targets. When there are 7 or more stacks, enables the current damage over time dealt this time? Huh? to ignore 20% of the targets and adjacent targets of defense. Armor Pen is always good. That's pretty nice. Take a look at her ultimate. Inflicts Epiphany on all enemies for 2 turns. All affected with Epiphany take 15% increased damage on their turn. Damage amplification. Good. What's the scaling on it? 1%. Not great. So for 2 turns, they take increased damage. They're currently affected by Arcana. They are considered to be simultaneously affected with all damage over times. This is during Epiphany. This is not a passive. After Arcana causes damage, its stacks are not reset. This non-reset effect of Arcana can be triggered up to 1 times for the duration of Epiphany. So that means even though Epiphany lasts for 2 turns, the preservation of stacks only happens once. And the trigger count resets when Epiphany is applied again. So that means if you're using Epiphany every single turn, you get to keep the Arcana stacks permanently. I don't see that happening, but it's there. Deals wind damage equal to 72% to all enemies. So it's not blast, it hits everyone. That's good. Now her skill. 45. Ooh, this is not much. To a single target and any okay, oh, it does full damage. That's good. Okay, so it's a blast that does not have reduced damage. Well, it does. It does. The initial target takes not very much. The scaling's only 4%. It's at the same time there's a 100% base chance of inflicting 1 stack of base chance. That's good. Of inflicting 1 stack of Arcana to the target enemy and adjacent targets. So it's probably going to be guaranteed. Additionally, there's a 100% base chance of reducing the defense of the target and the adjacent targets. That's good for 3 turns. And it's scaling defense down. What's the scaling on that? 6%. 0.6%. I don't know why I said 6%. That'd be nasty. 0.6%. Okay. She gets attack. She gets wind damage. That's good. And effect hit rate. Is that the same as Pella? That is the best you can hope for. Attack, status up, and speed. Wind damage. She's gonna be hitting hard. Let's check out her Eidolons. Active on the battlefield, windshield have their corresponding. Ooh. Lowers their elemental resistances according to what what element they're affected with. Reduces by 25%. That's a big number. And that boosts her because she's doing wind shear. We didn't read these, did we? After using the skill to attack a single target that has any of those, each of these debuffs has a 65% chance of inflicting an extra Arcana stack. That's good. She builds stacks really quick. Increases the damage of it by an amount equals 60% effect hit. That's good. So that means this increases damage. This increases damage. This increases damage. She is just damage. That's nasty. Oh, there's a limit on it, but that's... She gets to double dip. Enemy enters battle. There's a 65% chance to be afflicted with Arcana every time an enemy receives damage over time. Single attack by an ally. There's a 65% chance inflicted with another stack of Arcana. The maximum number of stacks that can be inflicted during one single attack is 3. That's good. Let's go back to this. So that's good. Wait, right, we were supposed to be looking that up. No. Yeah. So that means it becomes... No, it is... I was about to say it's all res down. It's not. It's those 4 elements: physical, fire, shock, and wind. So while Epiphany is up, they have those 4 elements resistance down 25%. That's still pretty good. 25 is that's chunky. When an enemy is afflicted, a target enemy is defeated, there's a 100% base chance of inflicting 6 stacks of Arcana to adjacent targets. That jump starts. That's great. If you're gonna use her for Memory of Chaos, or what's the new one? Pure Fiction. If you're gonna use her for Pure Fiction, E2. Go E2. If you're a whale, go for E2. E3's looking pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Their effect res reduced by 10%. She kind of needs it because her base effect chances are pretty low. And at the start of the turn, when they get defeated, she regenerates 8 energy. Ooh, that energy refund. Only one time while Epiphany lasts. Oh, so this is only during the Epiphany state. It's not nearly as good. It's still good. 8 points is big, but that's something. Let's look at her E6. How good is that? When an enemy target is attacked by Black Swan's allies. So allies will be able to start adding on a 65% base chance. Now, is it scaling off her effect rate, or is it depending on who is doing the attacking? Every time Black Swan inflicts Arcana, what? Every time she inflicts Arcana, is a 50% fixed chance, so that means that's independent. There's no stat up that's gonna help that out. To additionally increase the number of Arcana stacks at this time by 1. Okay, so E6 is good because it means your allies can now start adding Arcana. This is passive. This doesn't require Epiphany. Her E6 is good. And then every time she tries to do it, she only has a fixed 50% chance of getting an additional tick. And that's, even though that's kind of lacking, that's still pretty good. Sure. But I think I think this is... If you're using it for pure fiction, I think you need E2. For E1, that's pretty good. I think if you're using her general use, E1. If you're using it for pure fiction, E2. Light cone options. She doesn't have defense down, so I would not use for the tutorial. I don't think so. I mean, if everyone else is using all the others, I guess, because you are hitting a lot of enemies. I wonder, when the wear hits an enemy, okay, so surely that Arcana's not going to proc that, right? There's absolutely no way. I think this is going to work. Eyes of the Prey is going to be great for her. She's going to do damage over time, and she needs the effect hit rate. Increases the wearer's break effect by 20%. And the wearer does their ultimate, increases damage over time by 24%, lasting for 2 turns. She liked that. When a target suffering from a damage over time is defeated, she regenerates 4 energy. If you can build her with enough effect rate, I would use this. If you don't have enough effect rate, I would use this. That's how I'm seeing it. This is a free-to-play option. You get it from Herta's store. I still need to superimpose it. But yeah, and I think this is just... I don't think this is very good. I think Fermata's not very good. Because you're not gonna be able to guarantee that you're not gonna be able to guarantee wind shear unless you ult. Whereas this is going to work pretty often. You'll have the break effect. It's okay. No, this isn't going to be on all the time. You're going to need to do the damage over time. Now, it says damage over time. Does that mean, does Arcana count? Does Arcana count as a damage over time? It should. So that and Arcana never fully depletes. It lowers down to 1 stack. So, I think this would be good on her, provided this works the way I think it does. Because as long as you have 1 stack of Arcana on the enemy when they die, then you get energy back. Just for free. Just, there you go. Take it. But as I said, Eyes of the Prey is probably pretty good. I have it on Gwen because she loves both of those stats. She likes the effect hit rate, and she likes the damage over time. Really, in this one, I just have it on Pella because she and Silverwolf keep fighting over this one. Because I love energy refund. I love energy refund so much. All right. Well, that is all for now. Our pulls were actually pretty solid. How close are we on maxing her out? But 2 more? Yeah, 2 more. We got 0 Tingyun. That's big sad. I would have loved to get some of these. I needed that. I needed E6. Big sad. But at least we got the new guy. And as rewards, we get 1, 2, 3. So we got 2 characters at a total of 6 free pulls as long as I max them out. But yeah, we are good. I can't complain. So thanks for watching. Oh, she has pretty good speed. Anyone above 100 I consider pretty good. But alright. So I guess I'll catch you guys next time. I've already started on the next Monster Hunter video. This came out and I needed to play through the new story. The story is good. Like I was not expecting that I would enjoy the Painted Colony stuff. I didn't. I saw the stuff and I was like, you know, this is cool. I don't think it's for me though. I was wrong. I've really enjoyed it. It's really good. Really well made. The puzzles are actually, like, I don't think they're difficult, but they're honestly kind of fun to do. Like, I like what they did. And the story, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you haven't done it yet, just, oh my gosh. I'm not going to spoil Jack. I had a real good time. I am looking forward to the next one. Like, come on. Let's go. Don't leave me hanging like this. Let's go. Yeah. I will get back to work on the Monster Hunter videos, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you, peace, and have a nice night.